Hi everyone, Emmy here. I'm so excited. So this video, I'm going to show you some more goodies that I got from the John Bead and Craft Outlet stores. The I did a video initially when I got back from Toronto to show you all the goodies I got in the store. And they have a bead bar that has bead mixes, and it's only, let me grab a cup here. You're probably wondering what I'm talking about. So it's only $5. You fill one of these cups. Now, this cup doesn't look like a lot, but let me tell you, I am blown away. So they had mixes that were rhombus mixes, and I'm just going to quickly show them to you. This plus some more, probably about this much more, filled this container. So for $5, I weighed this. This is over 100 grams. So like when you get 2 whole beads from like factory packs, they actually come in 100-gram bags. So like you're getting essentially a factory pack for $5. And then sometimes they have sales on top of that. So there's a whole bunch of really amazing stuff. But we'll get into that. I'm going to show you just an update on this necklace that I made. These are beads that we got in the Curiosities box. Creep It Real. And I apologize. I've been doing a lot of research, but I did forget to check on the John Bead Friends and Family site. Yesterday, there was 3 of these boxes available and 6 subscriptions available. They may be sold out. You might want to check that out because I can't. These beads in themselves are a massive find for this box. I'm amazed. There was tons of these, so you can take a look at that video we made this one yesterday. So I thank all the people that were really excited about the video and commented. Really appreciate it. I was a bit off my game. Sometimes when you're tired, things don't work the way you want them to work. But we did manage to make this beautiful necklace. And these are the Preciosa velvet beads that I got earlier this summer. And they are magnificent. They're so beautiful. I cannot believe I'm definitely going to be ordering some 8mm whites and some 6mm whites in those. I'm just blown away at how much they make these beads pop. So I kind of searched as much as I could in my stash to see if I could find any more white beads that were big that would fit these kind of nice chunky glass beads. What I did, I was going to make a bracelet using this here, so you can see. Let me show it on the just straight. So something like that. And when I started stringing it, I'm like, you know what? I should make another necklace. These are so nice. So these are beads that I got at BB Craft. They're 10mm, I think, and they're supposed to be like kind of a vintage, what do they call those? Like a cotton pearl look to them, but they're made with shells. So they grind the powder down and then they reconstitute it. So they're super, super heavy, but they have this really cool kind of shimmery look to them. And I think it goes really well with these lovely beads. And also, Melanie mentioned that she took a class in Italy on how to make these beads. So she knew that these are, I think, dichloric acid glass and she called them strands maybe inside. So let me see. You can see it better on this one here. You see those little dots? That's like a strand that goes through, and that's what creates that color. So I was thinking maybe it was glass rods, but they're quite small, more like a filament. So, But yeah, so these are probably from Italy. We do there. John B does have a stash of stuff that's all like handmade beads from Italy. So yeah, we've gotten some of those before. So we're so grateful for that. So let me put these aside. I had to show you that. We'll be making some more, and we still have like tons of beads to make stuff. So put that away because I want to talk to you about the warehouse outlet store. There's one in Toronto, Canada, and there's one in Bladswell, New York. I'm not sure about the Canadian store, but I know the Bladswell, New York store. I have their like email newsletter that they send out, and they have classes all the time. You can sign up by emailing them, and you can check out what they have, but there's always classes. But there's also always sales, and you can get a membership by just signing up and giving your email address. And the membership gives you, I think, 10% off on whatever you buy. Now, the stuff that you get there is already like reduced like crazy. So yeah, and then they always have sales like 50% off. They just had a sale on all green, purple, orange. I don't know about green, but it was like Halloween colors. So orange and purple, black, that kind of thing. They had a sale on that. I think that one's over. But yeah, if you just take a look at the John Bead and Craft Wholesale store, you should be able to find it. So what I wanted to mention, if you didn't see my previous video on, actually we should cover this for a second. I'll show you them. Where I did the unboxing and then I sorted through. So these were all in mixes. I couldn't believe it. Like, this is ridiculous. I almost feel silly showing you because it's like amazing. But you know what? The other thing too is I'm stunned that when I was in the store, there was a few people in there. Now I was there during the week too, right? But I was like, where are all the people? If I was living in Toronto, let me tell you, they wouldn't get rid of me. I'd be at the store all the time, coming out with big bags of stuff. But look, these were mixed together. I can't remember how many containers. You can check out that video. But I sorted them all, and like I said, I weighed these. These are over 100 grams. And it's stunning that you can get all of this stuff for super cheap. Let me show you. Oh, okay. So I started this one here. This was one that was probably mixed in with this one, I think. So these were mixed together. I started doing a bracelet. So I'm going to do bracelets on all these colors. I have all the beads set up, ready to go. But with the curiosity box coming out soon after I got home, things got a bit sidetracked. But we'll get to them. So I should show you. This is the original bracelet. So we got some of these in our curiosities box, and I made this bracelet with it, and it turned out amazing. There's another color, a pink one as well. So I started, and look at how beautiful these beads are. They're unbelievable. So yeah, and I have a bunch of different designs. So this design, it's not like majorly intricate or anything, but it does take a lot of passing through stuff to bring it all together and whatnot. And then you go through the top part to add the bead on top, like here, and these seed beads and stuff to finish it off. But some of the other ones are even simpler than that. So we'll be doing all of that. I have to figure out an organizing way to get these. I think I'm gonna have to get up early in the morning and do videos. 'Cause my wife's like, "You're in your office and I lose you. You're gone." I know, but there's so much stuff to play with. So there's my little story about the we'll talk a bit more about the bead bar, but before, again, I'm all over the place here, please. In this Keep It Creep It Real curiosity box, we got these lovely little rose beads, and these beads, I'm guessing, come from they sell a lot of findings and beads to make rosaries. So I'm guessing that's what these are, and you know why? So when I got all the stuff from the Celine beads, the glow in the dark stuff, so I had all my lights on my desk to make sure that the beads would get activated, and I turned my light out and these ones lit up, and I'm like, they were in a different part of my desk, and I was like, I know I didn't lose any beads and move them to the other side of my desk. What the heck is glowing? It was these guys. Now they were, I'd have to set them in the light for a long time to see how active they are. But what I saw was like speckles of glow in the dark around them, but they still glowed. My mom used to have a glow in the dark rosary so she could find it at night. She'd keep it under her pillow. But yeah, so we're going to make something with this. I was kind of thinking we could do a little bit of a mini rosary. But you know what? They're so pretty. We could just go ahead and make a full necklace or something. So thank you, Creep It. Surprise, surprise. When I saw Isa in Toronto, she does all the curiosities boxes. She's like, I get so excited when I hear you giggling during the reveal of what's in the box. And I'm thinking about it with these glow in the dark beads. I'm like, I was so not expecting it. It was hilarious. So let's take a look. So Carmi decided to send me some more from the bead bar. So they had like 2 aisles, kind of like L shape, and they had bins. Oh, I don't know how big. They're pretty big bins of these bead mixes. So I think even with all the stuff, if you take a look at that other video where I got all these guys, I probably got, I think, 9 or 10 of these containers. There were still probably another 20 bins. I'll have to get Isa to tell me how many bins there are. So Isa makes the mixes too. That's the other thing. So that's fun. So let's take a look at what is in these. So big, huge thank you to Carmi and Isa for sending me some more. You know what? They'll ask me, Carmi in particular will ask me, is there anything I could send you that you want to make something, whatever? I'm like, I never know what to do because you can tell I have so much stuff. So it's always nice, I'm sure, for them too, when they see me get excited about something, that they're like, oh, okay, let's send her some of these. So these crystals are Swarovski crystals in here. And we got a bunch of these in our curiosity spots. So I can see already there's a bunch of these guys. So this, I would call this a seed bead mix. And we should get my scale out. It should be 100 grams if the others are, but I guess the beads weigh a bit different. I don't know if my scale will work on the bead mat. I might have to. Oh, it seems to be. Okay, let's zero it out. I think those beads are touching it. Okay, so yeah, it's not like in the mat, but anyway, we'll have a rough idea. So that's 22 grams. I think my scale's not working because it's more than 22 grams. Let's move it off the scales. Going berserk. Okay. 100 grams, like I said. And you can measure like the cup. The cup is like a couple of grams. So sweet. So that's amazing. Where can you buy 100 grams of beads for $5? These are so beautiful. Oh my gosh. This is a lovely mix. So there's lots of different types of greens. Ooh, that beautiful fire polish. Yeah, this is lovely. Just make sure that's in focus. So there's some rando stuff in there too, but definitely these would be nice. There's some matte colors, some metallic shimmery colors. That is amazing. Whoa. The bead mixes for me help inspire me as well. So it's always nice to have something like that. And we'll get a little scoop here. I just cleaned off my desk. And now it's full of stuff again. So yeah, that was super nice doing the video yesterday and all the lovely comments I got about the necklace and the two necklaces that I made. So let's take a look at this. Is another. Oh my gosh, look at this bead. It's got stars on it. Oh, there's a bunch of them. I get so excited. Let's I think we need to enlarge this. Oh. Wow. Okay. Wow. You know what? These are that it's one of my favorite blues, and I for some reason forget its name. This one, this color here. And we got some beads, like those glass beads that we were just looking at, only the colors are this color blue, and they are spectacular. So I was looking in my stash for some. So this is great. Look at the lovely green. Bicones. Oh yeah, lots of bicones. Some grays. Light blue. This is lovely. Wow. They had like big chunky beads. Like, let me see if I have one on my desk. I'm moving things around. So they had big chunky beads. Now this one is like a reconstituted turquoise, but they had like this size beads as well they had wood beads. They had the what's that old type of plastic that's just really cool looking. But so they had some really amazing stuff. Okay, let's look at this one. This has been on my desk forever. I'm like dying to look at them. Oh, these are... This is what I was talking about. Like, now these are table cuts. So I didn't realize too is they cut this off and then polish it so that it exposes the inside of the bead. There's a video on this on YouTube. Oh, these are... Oh, look at these. These ones here, I have some different, like some round ones and some smaller ones, different cuts and stuff. I absolutely am obsessed with them. I feel like they look like coconut. I don't know why I'm obsessed. But look at... So of course these, because you're getting bigger beads, it's going to take up more space in the cup. But these are really expensive beads. Oh, these are gorgeous. Like, these are so expensive, I've never bought them because they're just, you know, unless you have a very specific project. So it's kind of nice. That's another way to get some of these beads where you say, you know, well, I'm going to try something different. These are so lovely. Oh, look at these. And these have that kind of Picasso finish on the edges. These are some more table cuts. These are absolutely beautiful. They make beautiful bracelets, earrings. There's a few laser etched daggers and some pink table cuts. Some jade. These are probably like an imitation jade. There's a bunch of these. You can make a nice leather wrap bracelet with that. Ooh, and some leaves, different color leaves. Oh, that's a fire polished. That is, there's lots of these. Different colors, wow. Yeah, I think be warned if you go to the wholesale store, it's overwhelming. What you should probably do, here's my recommendation, is make a day of it. Go check out a bunch of stuff, maybe buy a few things, go for lunch, have a rest, go back. Because I'm telling you, I left the store. I was like doing stuff in the warehouse with Isa and Carmi and some other people, and I didn't get a chance to go back. It wasn't until I got home, because they sent me the stuff too, because I couldn't have it on the plane with me. It was too heavy. So yeah, when I got home and opened, I'm like, oh, why didn't I buy more? I would have totally, this is honest truth here, I would have bought one of each of the bins. That's how spectacular they were. I've never seen these before. I am, oh my gosh, these are so amazing. Look at that. These are so pretty. They look like robin's eggs, the speckled effect. So you can make a bracelet with this, or some earrings, and maybe do a bird's nest. That is so lovely. There's a bunch of green ones like that, or a few. Oh, there's still more of these. But yeah, the green ones are really cool. Oh, and there's some of these guys. And little bar bead. These are neat. Very retro looking colors. And look at the hearts. And there's 2 of these hearts. So you can make earrings with these. Be cool to just try and say, okay, I'm just going to make earrings with 1 bin, and how many pairs of earrings you're going to get out of that. If you were doing a craft sale, that would be incredible. So, wow, what a stash. Oh, I didn't show you this one. This is kind of cool. This really odd shape. I think they call these pebbles because that's what they look like. And a metal. I don't know if it's metal or plastic. Okay, you have to tell me what's your favorite. I'll tell you right now. I'd like to say this is my favorite, but I have a feeling we haven't seen anything yet. Let's take a look. Thank you, Carmi. It's not even my birthday. Oh my goodness. Look at these. These long fire polished. I had a design that I made with these long fire polished. I think I got a bunch in a grab bag sale from Jill Wiseman. And whatever the design was, I was like, where do you get these? Like, what are they? Okay, oh, look. Oh, like sea glass. Okay, let's pour this out. Oh, good, there's lots of them. Oh, some more of those pebble stones. These ones are amazing. Beautiful leaf. Oh, look at this. Whoa. Oh, there's a bunch of them. I can't help it. Oh my God. These are amazing. I've never seen them before. These are lovely. They're like an opal color. Wow. I feel like I'm off on the camera. Here, me. There. There's a bunch of these. Wow. Wow. And then some of these. Look at that. Whoa. Some tiles. That is, ooh. This is interesting. Oh, these are definitely, this, yeah, I don't know what, they're definitely like glass or stone or something. That's interesting. Oh, look at this. This is cool. There's this one. So yeah, there's a bunch of these. These are so beautiful. These, you could just string these on like for a bracelet and then maybe add a strand of silver beads with it. I mean, gold would go good as well. Then these wavy beads. It's in here. It's little, and some cubes. Oh my God, this is hilarious. These are like carrier beads, only they're super tiny. These are really nice. There's a few of these. That is lovely. Look at that. And a swirl. Oh, look at the different color wavy. And some fire polish. We got a bag of these in one of our last. No, it was, I think it was in this last Curiosities box. I want to make something special with those too. There's a few of these. You could turn these into earrings. But yeah, look at all the blue They look like drops, but I think they're called long fire polish. They may be drops. And a cathedral bead. Oh, these are really pretty. Oh, these are interesting. I think these are like old-fashioned bicones. Oh, these are lovely. I bought a bunch of these in a few different colors. They're gorgeous. These are table cuts as well, but it's like a round, and then the cut is like a diamond shape. Oh, look at these beads. These are 2 cut, 3 cut. That is lovely. Wow. Okay. So I'm I'm totally in love with this one, but this in itself was like, I don't know. Guess what? I don't have to pick. I'm the one making up the rules. It's my game. You have to play the way I want you to play. I'm gonna tell your mom. Okay. Look at this. Oh, so I did open this one because I saw these bird beads and I was like, what? That is amazing. These are really cool. I wonder if these were part of beads for rosaries. They look kind of that inspiration kind of. Look at these. Lovely green. Oh, and a bunch of turquoise. Look at that. Ooh. Some blue beads. And these interesting green speckled beads. And the hearts have lines through them. That's interesting. With the gold, there's a bunch of these hearts too. Ooh, these are, I love this color. Ooh, oh. I don't know, I don't know if maybe, I doubt it that Isa picked certain things to put in the cup because you're not supposed to. I didn't know that. So you're not supposed to pick the stuff out of the bin. The idea is you scoop and that's what you get, right? But it's amazing that there's 2 of each of the size ones here because I would totally make earrings with this. There's some more of these jade beads and a whole bunch of these green, a smaller green. And then these guys are lovely. Rouleau, I think they call them. Yeah, lots of those. Yeah, I'm going to be playing with these for a long time. That's it. I got to give up sleeping. That's what I was saying in another video. I can't help it. There's too many beads to play with. This is so lovely. Something I noticed here. So I don't know if that's glass or, yeah, it's moving around. Thought maybe because there's two of them in there, they're kind of on an angle that they were like a bugle, but these are lovely. We got some, so this is the that dark blue. It's coming up as black. This one is black, but this one's, can kind of see the blue in there. Oh, look at these. Wow, that one's really cool. Oh, look at these crystals. Faceted. Oh, they are lovely. And there's a bunch of them. These beads are really pretty too with the AB on them. These guys, the inside colored fluorescent, are so gorgeous. Some tile. And then these are candy beads. They're all like weird cuts, but if you string a whole bunch of them together, they look really amazing. And the colors in this is just awesome, the way the light hits it. Oh, that's a pretty bead. Oh, there's another one. See, that's what I was saying. I'm wondering, like, there's two. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is pretty. Look at that. I'm just blown away by this stuff. What's this one? Oh, these are Lampwork beads. Wow. That's crazy. These are Picasso's. Black Picasso beads. Picasso finish is one of my favorites. I started doing leather wrap bracelets, and I like to have like organic looking colors. So these, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This this looks like, oh, it's more than, let me see here. There's 5. The reason I'm saying this is because these are so expensive. They were when I was buying them. Now, I was buying them off Etsy, off of sellers on Etsy, and they were so expensive. So there's 10 in my hand. Now, there's at least 100 in here. That's crazy. That is amazing. Look at these. So let's look at the Lampwork beads. Look at how gorgeous they are. There's tons. Oh, we're making some major bling with these guys. Some beautiful necklaces. Oh, so lovely. Then we have these long faceted beads, and they have a I think they called it gold halo when it's just a kind of a light dusting of it. And there's a bunch of these. Then we have these pretty little beads. Oh, these half color. These are interesting. Oh, they're really pretty too. So you see how there's a line? And they have that kind of a halo effect on them too. And there's these guys. Some clear 4 millimeters. That one's colored. That is lovely, I think. Well, then there's the white ones. Wow. These are so pretty. Getting ready for Christmas, making gifts for everybody. You know, last year I did, I don't know how many I had, like maybe 100 gifts. And it was like stuff that I had made already. And then there were some other things I made on top of that. But so I felt like I was ahead of the game. But do you find sometimes, like as the holidays come, you're trying to get all your crafting done and your gifts and stuff? Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, I'm worried this year that I'm not going to be on target the way I was last year. Is what I'm trying to get at. Look at these gorgeous crystals. Okay, pour them out, Emma. This is the turbine bead. Again, really expensive beads. There's a few of those turbine beads. Look at that. That is incredible. If that doesn't convince you to make a trip to the warehouse, I don't know. That is amazing. And then these guys, fire polish. I saw a video on how they fire polish the beads. That's amazing too. So they put the rod in of glass and it gets stamped out, and then the beads come out. They take these beads. Now, I think the person that was doing it they were probably little tiny beads, but he had like a ruler that was like this wooden thing, and he like set it on top and kind of moved it around so that the beads would fall into these slots. And then he took it, he had like something like this, a mat, and polished them that way. It's like, whoa, I can't believe they're doing this by hand. Like, we kind of take it for granted. These little beads are incredible, and it's loaded with these. Look at them all. And, of course, the fire polish. Then there's these beautiful, maybe 8-ohs. These yellow ones. Look at that. There's a bunch of those. There's some amber colored ones. Lots of them. Oh, these are really pretty too. This is amazing. Whoa. Some orange beads. Wow. And what an amazing looking mix. That's stunning. I have to say, I'm sad. We're on our last one. You know what? This is so much fun doing it with you, because it's first of all, it sounds funny. I'm talking to myself, even though I'm talking to myself because I'm talking to you. My wife walks by the door. She's like, answers me. How many years I've been doing videos? You know, I'm talking to the camera. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? I think I told. I remember having a discussion with Isa about these beads right here. And I made some suggestion about what we could do with these beads. I'm not going to say anything more because I'm supposed to not say a word. But I told her, I said, these are gorgeous. These are like gold. I've bought these before. They're expensive and they're gorgeous. Look at, and there's tons of them. Then there's these kind of tube style beads with the inside color. And then they have these little beads. They're gorgeous. And some of these, wow. Some green seed beads. Ooh, look at this one. So I would take this one and just make a bracelet with just the one, make this the focal, maybe on some leather. Be really cool. These are neat. Wow. I can't believe how many of these. I haven't decided, you know, I kind of want to sort them like I did with the rhombus beads that I got the last time I was there. But the mixes are so beautiful, you almost want to just leave them like that. I mean, at some point we have to use them, so I guess putting them, sorting them so that you can make projects with them. So there are these. So let me see. I still think, let's bring these forward so you can see them. I still think this is the winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. With all these speckled beads. And these table cuts are unbelievable. They're so lovely. Wow. Sorry, my little satellite beads. So there you go. I'll put links in the description. I'll see if I can find a link for the two different stores. But you can always just look up John Bead and Craft Wholesale store, and then it'll bring up the two stores, and then you can, you know, you can get like emails of the specials they're having and the classes that they're having and stuff like that. So there you go. Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining me. This was a lot of fun. This was a lot of bead fun. So we're going to make some goodies with these. Take care, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.